the app, Heisman hopeful Joe Burrow and number 2 LSU look to stay perfect against Texas A&M in Death Valley. ESPN College Football Primetime presented by Hampton by Hilton.
I do have something to say.
What?
I'm wondering what Damien Woody's going to be eating.
What's wrong with you? I can't.
Oh, you think Damien Woody eats good on Thanksgiving?
I cannot take these men anywhere.
All of us had our dishes.
You are on
if it was
today.
Damien, he would be like, everything.
I'm so glad you said what you said yesterday
spread.
and I could come here. Because yesterday he killed us and I had to come on here. I'm going to fight for you, Woody.
That's right. I'm just
I'm
saying.
going to fight for you.
5, 6, and 5 on the bench.
The
He's
moral
not
of the
gonna start.
story is kick back.
Ain't nothing but love.
Join us on Thanksgiving Day. We'll be here. It'll be a lot of fun, 10 a.m. to noon
Damien won't
on
be here.
ESPN.
He won't be here.
Oh, my God.
Damien won't make it.
And here we are, and Damien is in the flesh representing for the
true.
Hold
NFL
on, first
team.
of all,
It's true.
Hold on, first of all,
Yeah.
man, shout out my man Spears holding it down for the big fellas out there. I appreciate you holding it down for me. Max,
Yes.
you out here looking like Mr. Rogers out here, and you trying to get on me.
Anchor Day.
You always be dropping
It's a beautiful
little
day in the
slack.
neighborhood. What
You
can I
always
tell
be
you?
dropping little
Could you
slack
be mine?
comments about
Could
me.
you
You
be
know
mine?
what I mean? Hey, I'm
Not
telling you,
everyone's supposed to be slim.
y'all said what y'all said. Y'all didn't tell a lie.
That's right.
You didn't tell a lie.
tell no lie.
Am I supposed to be upset in
I
my
don't
feelings
understand
or
it.
something like that?
All I was saying to people
'Cause
like
I'm
this, I wonder what he's going to be eating.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
oh.
Everything.
Oh.
Everything. I mean, I ain't mad
it's
at
going to
you.
be a lot now. It's going to be
All
I'm
right.
telling you right now,
The
it's
full
already.
spread.
You know,
it's
That's
all,
what
I feel
Thanksgiving's
you.
about.
Oh, it's going
I feel
down.
No
That's why we need to hurry and get this show over with because it's
I
going
totally
down.
agree.
Yeah.
I totally
Are you
agree.
even allowed in the
And
kitchen
I do
before
know
the meal's
wings
ready?
are white meats.
No,
Thank
you can't have.
you.
Good Lord.
You can't have too
Thank
many
you for
people in the
that.
kitchen. Can't have too many people in the
The
kitchen.
legs
right.
and the
Yeah.
thighs are the dark
By the way,
meat.
you know
Oh,
what?
my
Notice
goodness.
how we never talk about what you're going to be eating, Molly. You.
I'm going to eat the whole spread.
All right, just say it.
Everything.
Say it loud and
Stuffing,
proud.
turkey, cornbread,
Say it loud and
mac
proud.
and
I'm
cheese.
glad Stephen A. brought it.
I'm
Did you say the mac and cheese?
I'm sorry. Little
All
distraction.
of it.
Little distraction. Did you cook anything? What's your
I'm
favorite dish?
hosting my whole family on Friday, cooking the entire Thanksgiving dinner.
I'm saying that's why
my
I asked.
husband's in Detroit
That's why I
today
asked.
with
That's
his
why I asked.
family.
That's why I asked.
Tomorrow, hosting
That's why I
my
asked.
family.
I mean, we do
Your
have to
husband's from
work
Detroit?
tomorrow. You bring in a dish. We do have to work tomorrow. We still gonna be hungry tomorrow.
So while y'all
Will you wear
working,
your loose jeans another day?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Stephen A.
Let's
got
go.
the pregnancy
That's
pants
right.
on.
Damn right.
Oh, my
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
So-
Because I got long johns under them.
Oh, my
That's right.
goodness. Clearly,
That's right.
we're all hyped for our Thanksgiving
That's right.
feast, but I can't wait for this matchup on Sunday, you guys.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's like the Super Bowl came early. Lamar Jackson wreaking havoc through the NFL, sitting pretty at 9-2, and he gets the ultimate test Sunday when the NFL's number 2 scoring defense in the 10-win Niners head east. Earl Thomas knows what it takes to get to a Super Bowl. He has been to 2. Listen up.
Super Bowl preview. You think the 49ers going to the Super Bowl? It could be. Let's see. We just go out there and try to play the best football we can possibly do. And when the Super Bowl comes, whoever we play, they're going to be in trouble.
Stephen A.,
Yeah.
do you love or hate Earl Thomas's Super Bowl guarantee?
I hate it. Let me explain why. And Max and Molly will easily know where I'm going with this. I love it in boxing. I love it in tennis. I love it in golf. I can't stand when dudes do that with a team game because I can't depend on everybody. See, if Earl Thomas is saying that about Earl Thomas, ain't nothing but love for this brother. I know the brother can play. I know what caliber of a player he is. He's a champion, etc. How many times have we heard cats say that and somebody else on this squad don't show up? It bothers the hell out of me. It makes me nervous because those kind of things happen all the time. I don't mind it in any sport where you get to directly determine the outcome. But there's defense, there's offense, there's special teams. I don't even mind you speaking just for the defense. My problem is that when you ain't even on two other, you ain't even a part of 2 other units, you got to sit there and spectate and hope and pray that somebody else comes through. I know it's believing in your teammate. I get that. But it always makes me nervous when a player in a team sport like this talks about what his team is going to do from a guaranteed fashion. You just can't do it because there's too much room for error. I believe in Earl Thomas. I believe in Lamar Jackson. I believe in the Ravens collectively. I do. But I'm just saying, there's too many possibilities for that to go wrong.
I understand what you're saying, but I love it. Mm-hmm. What I see from this Ravens team is that kind of confidence and belief in each other. I don't think this is like I'm putting everyone out on a limb. You see Mark Ingram get up at the press conferences, come and see me, right? That's the MVP. And he was saying MVP when, like, I still had Russell Wilson ahead of him. But these guys like playing for each other. You shouted out Marcus Spears, right? Like he had your back. You know, big men stick together.
Line
no
with their
surprise there.
brand.
No
Yeah.
surprise there. And the 250+ pound club.
250.
You know what I'm saying?
250.
I said plus.
If Damian Woody showed up in the set at 250, we'd rush him to a hospital. Let's be wrong.
What are we, the
husky, man.
Spears
I'm
fan club
husky.
here?
Yeah.
The point is, I love this, and this matchup, I agree with him too. This matchup reminds me of, Lamar Jackson's compared to Mike Vick a lot because Vick was also the fastest guy on the field, and people forget, in 2002, they didn't lose for about 8 or 9 weeks in a row. They just rolled that. I think they had a tie in there, but they were beating all these teams. They'd lost to the Bucks, and when they lost, I remember I was doing Around the Horn at the time. When they lost to the Bucks again, I was like, oh, wait a minute. That Bucks defense, no one's as fast as Vic, but they got like 6, 7 guys who were kind of almost as fast as them, and they're chasing them all over the place. I thought the Bucks would win the Super Bowl based on them beating Vic late in the season. They were the only team that could stop them. That's how I'm looking at this game. I'm looking like, how real is San Francisco's defense? Go stop Lamar Jackson. If you can do that, I'll take you to win the Super Bowl. But it's like that, Damian. I love what he said.
Listen, I think what he said is what they've been talking about the whole time.
Yeah, it's in line with who they are.
I guarantee you, like John Harbaugh, everybody's been saying it, but he's the first one to just verbalize it to everybody in the media. And my thing has always been, okay, you say it, so then we just got to make it. We got, as a teammate, if you put it out there, I'm like, okay, my dog Earl Thomas said it, so let's strap it up and let's go make it happen, because the way that the Baltimore Ravens are playing now, the swagger that these guys are playing, I mean, they haven't punted in over almost 2 months. Like with something crazy.
Let me stop you right there.
What's that?
First of all, that's an aberration. That's not the stuff that typically happens, particularly from a sustainable perspective. At some point in time, you got to get down to real football where you're not blowing people out by 30 and you're in nail biters and what have you. Yeah. I want to take a moment, though.
They ain't giving up points.
I want to take a moment to give some love to Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters used to be in Kansas City, was considered a problem. He gets traded, or moved rather, to the Los Angeles Rams. People were blaming him to some degree, saying he ain't what he used to be, et cetera, et cetera. They are undefeated since he has arrived. And not only that,
Minka in Pittsburgh.
They had lost back-to-back games to Kansas City, and then they got beat up by Cleveland. This dude has been a welcomed addition. I got nothing but respect for them. And I believe they're going to the Super Bowl. They're my pick to come out of the AFC. But my point to you is, I'm just talking about one guy speaking for everybody. When you know football better than us, you played it.
Right.
And there are so many components to it. And anything can go wrong. That's what I don't like about it. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm just telling you, just from a locker room standpoint, when guys say things like that, they don't go to the guy and be like, man, why'd you say that? They be like, okay, he put it out there on the record, so I got my brother's back.
Seems to have that kind of personality.
But what I want to say, but as far as Marcus Peters is concerned, I think the reason he's excelling with Baltimore, because I think he fits the identity of the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Ravens are a rough rider type team.
By the way, Damian
Max, I love the fact that he went after Jalen Ramsey. Let me tell you why. Because I got mad love and respect for Jalen Ramsey. But Jalen Ramsey talked a lot of talk about a lot of people. And so then when Marcus Peters get moved, not that he talked junk about Marcus Peters, but what I'm saying is you moved Marcus Peters to get Jalen Ramsey. You ultimately going to pay him. You're going to make an investment in him you don't believe you should make in Marcus Peters. And Marcus Peters is going to Baltimore. They come into Los Angeles. They don't beat you. They beat your living you know what.
It was weird that they...
And he gave Jalen Ramsey a taste of his own medicine to some degree. And I think Jalen Ramsey's going to respond.
But it's weird that they brought Jalen Ramsey and keep Peters and have like a better secondary. I want to quickly.
I would have liked Peters and Ramsey on the Rams,
quickly,
personally.
Number one, the Ravens are also not giving up points. They're barely giving up double digits. To Warren Sharp Analytics, I shouted them out a lot. Listen to this. Ravens' last 15 drives to start games, okay? Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Touchdown, missed field goal, downs. Touchdown, 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 kneel down. Touchdown, field goal, touchdown for 80 points.
Punch you in the
They're
mouth from
starting the game by scoring a touchdown on you, and then they're not giving anything up.
Yep. And I will leave you with this note, and I know this is a huge advantage. West Coast team coming east, 1 o'clock kick, another advantage for Baltimore.
I think
with the Niners having to get up so early and do that.
But us being devil's advocate, you know what we're going to say. Well, what happens when you don't start out the game with a touchdown and you playing from behind?
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
That's going to be the question.
All right, coming up on First Take, you don't want to miss why one of the guys is saying a Cowboys win today would be a bad thing for Jason Garrett.
Did you hear